Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's live to go. It's live to go again. It's good to go live again. It's April the 2nd, and it's 2 minutes past 2. Apologise for being a couple of minutes late there. Trying to get so much done. We've got so many reviews backing up now. I'm just trying to get them done as well and as accurately and as quickly as possible as well at the same time. So anyway, we've got premieres running now. The first time I've had a live show and 2 premieres running at the same time. Yep, that's what's happening right now. We've got 2 premieres live right now, plus we have the live show on 2 channels. So it's pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. But anyway, we've got to do it. We've got our Levi earnings. Look at this. Let me share with you on the show. Look, never had this before. Never ever had this. Look at this. I've got 2 premieres. I've got people watching the Canoe earnings, the Gove earnings. I've got people watching the C3IS earnings. Look at that analysis. 2 shows at the same time being premiered. Look at that. Plus the live show. I don't know if many YouTube channels ever look like that. 2 premieres at the same time and a live and the extra channel. That's 4 events happening at the same time. What can you say? Basically, we're a network now, right? We're not just one channel. We're a network. With the whole, like the BBC and the ITV all rolled into one. Love it. Okay, so there you go. There's what's going on. There's the extra channel. Here's where we are. And here's all the events happening at the same time. Bloody hell, look at that. Try and keep up with me. You got no chance. New mugs for sale in the breakfast bar. New mugs for sale in the breakfast bar. Rallo 1. Let's have a look. New mugs for sale in the breakfast bar. Let me go and have a look. What do you mean by that? Breakfast bar. Tray K. Let's have a look. Oh dear. New mugs for sale. Didn't I say 110? The management have let everyone down. Yeah, there it is. New mugs for sale. Isn't it a shame? I just really feel they've let the company down. Look at that. $1.10. It's basically worthless now. I've got to give that some love. Ramen. It's a great shame, but I learned a lot today. I'm going to share with you some other information just in as well. I couldn't believe it, what I learned today, but we'll come on to that in a moment. Anyway, I'll keep it there just for a second. Hello, lads, says MSK. Nice opportunity today to buy a dip. I didn't buy it, though. I'm already fully in. But nice little opportunity to buy the S&P today. Went down at 1%. Wasn't enough for me to warrant using the margin. So not really. Not worth it. Not worth it. Doesn't add up. You're not going to pay 8% to gain a couple of to gain a couple of dollars. I mean, it was right on the line, but I didn't see that much urgency. The use of my margin is when things get really, really, really tasty. Not there. That wasn't enough. When it's already really expensive anyway. Okay, so let's carry on now then. Okay, that's pretty quick. That's good. I'm just looking at something. Upload that. Let's go there. Right. Okay. Now then, what else have I got to put out now? The Levi's. We got a Levi's Levi earnings tomorrow night. That's going out, but that's not quite ready yet. So that's later. But now though, we want to do 2 reviews. I've got to get them done. 2 reviews coming up. So let's get straight to it. We've got, first of all then, let's go through all our positions and then we'll do these reviews. We've got Virgin Galactic now 133. Eric Kearney, you should absolutely be fired. and never be allowed to work for anyone. How you get away with this, treating investors like this, I've no idea. But let me just tell you how it is. Let me just tell you how it is right now. What am I going to do here? What's the best way of doing this? I think the best way of doing it is probably like, yeah, okay. The best way of doing it is like this. So it's 8 minutes into the show. Let's do it like this. Okay. SPCE. We've got 2 reviews coming up after this. SPCE. Let's call it 9 minutes. Okay. Okay. All right. Start like this. Virgin Galactic, what can I say? First time I've ever started a video with my heads in my hands, or my hands on my head, whichever way you like it. Really and truthfully, this is terrible to see this now. Virgin Galactic now at 132. We looked at the chart, we looked at the analysis, and we predicted it was going down to $1.10. Months ago, we were talking about a short squeeze and $100 stock. Since then, having dealt with Eric Kearney, we've learned what they want to do is drive the stock down. That benefits the directors, the insiders, because they get the stock for nothing, virtually free. They're paid in options, insane amount of options, stock options, and they're owning all the company for nothing. It's ridiculous. And then finally the news will come out and the greedy people will make all the money and the retail investors will get stuffed. That is if you sell your stock, unless you build your position on the way down. But it does look like it's going down to $1.10. Now, why am I showing you my portfolio? Why am I showing you the portfolio here? Over the last year, I'm up 13%. And we've had a big dip today, like a percent. So I was up 14.5% this year. That's this year so far. Not a 1 year, this year so far. Incredible, right? The S&P is up 30%. Eric Kearney will tell you that the markets are down and it's awful. And it's okay that Virgin Galactic is like this. But let me tell you, it's not. And it's absolutely ridiculous. The marketing for this company has been absolutely abysmal. And the treatment of the investors has been one of the worst I've ever seen. I think it's disgusting now. We've got a chain of Virgin brands going bankrupt after bankrupt after bankrupt. They're lining up in a line. How many companies can we take bankrupt? No need for this at all. This never needed to happen. But let me tell you something about what happened today. Something I think is really, really important. I want to bring it in because it's the same industry today. There was another company today, LLAP is the stock. And what is the name of the, just bear with me a second, what's the name of, I've just forgotten the name of it. LLAP, Terran Orbital, yeah. Another space company. And let me tell you what patterns we're seeing here. When you live on this every day and you spend your entire life watching this, you start to see some patterns appear and start to reappear and reappear over and over again. And I think this is why my channel is growing so quickly, because people are tired of it. They want a real place, an honest place where people feel that, like I feel, that I'm honored to have an audience, honored to have, if you like, investors. That's how any publicly traded company should feel. And you feel an obligation and a responsibility to report to your viewers, report to your investors. Today, in the same field, LLAP, this company, Terran Orbital, in the space industry, like Virgin Galactic, publicly traded company, they have to abide by SEC regulations. And they had an earnings schedule for 10 a.m. this morning. It was scheduled for 10 a.m. this morning, so the investors gathered. I promoted the event. We were ready to go, ready to talk about the event. And what did they do? They cancelled their earnings call, and we've seen this happen for other companies repeatedly. They just cancelled, don't bother turning up, whatever. Anyway, they not only cancelled it, but they posted their financials at 10 to 3 in the morning, 10 to 3 Eastern time in the morning when no one is looking. And to me, that is obvious to try to avoid as much backlash as possible, rather than facing your investors like Eric Kearney should be doing, who doesn't, right? They decided to post their financials at 10 to 3 in the morning last night. So today, we didn't know about this because it was happening, no one had caught that news. Half an hour before the earnings call for this space company, I was preparing for the event, and I had to dive deep to find all this information, and I was unable to bring the earnings call like I would like to normally present. And basically, the investors started to turn up, and I had to read from the transcripts, like an hour of reading their numbers as if I'm the CEO and the CFO on an earnings call, because they couldn't be bothered to turn up. Now, why am I telling you all this stuff? Why do you care? You're a Virgin Galactic investor. Well, the reason is because we are retail investors. We buy stocks and shares because we're trying to build for our future. We're not here to, at least I hope we're not here to manipulate the system. I'm not even in the stock. I only own the S&P for that evidence to do that. We're not here to, manipulate. We're just here to invest in great businesses that will grow in the future, a decent, honest, hard-working thing to do. However, let it be known that these companies don't look at us in the same way. They drop their earnings whenever it suits them, even though it's against SEC regulations. Maybe they pay a penalty. Maybe they just try to skate around it. Maybe they lie. Maybe they tell an untruth to get away with it. In the case of Eric Kearney, provides lip service, provides no knowledge to the investors whatsoever, completely and utterly useless. And I've called him out on it over and over again, to the point now I won't even take his calls. I don't want him on my show anymore because he's wasting my time. We need to understand that publicly traded companies, even though they're supposed to follow rules and they're supposed to follow the SEC regulations, remember how the SEC behaved recently. Gary Gensler over Bitcoin, they were giving out to us, information how to be secure and what not to buy, and we shouldn't buy Bitcoin, and yet their site and their X account was hacked in twice, false information, putting out false information. These people that we invest in, these companies have no standard, a moral code. They can just become a publicly traded company without any kind of, regulation whatsoever. Now, there are rules, but people break the rules, ignore the rules, and get around the rules. It's why, me and you pay taxes, but big companies don't pay any tax. People get around the rules and they manipulate stuff. And what we're seeing now, we're seeing Virgin Galactic being absolutely pummeled. It's gonna go. It can go down to. It can go under $1 now. I mean, we said $1.10. Remember, we're expecting, or we thought we were going to get a flight in April. Now, the date was posted on the space flight calendar, not on Virgin Galactic, to be fair, but that's where things get logged before they announce it. And we like to get it as quick as possible, but that information is not there anymore, and we've got nothing to say at the minute. So we could go dormant for a while before Delta, but at the end of the day, anything under $2 is below the cash balance, is below the value of the stock, the value of the cash. You're getting the business for free. So to get it at 133 is absolutely bonkers. So where is the institutions? Why is no one buying this? Well, the reason is retail investors are. Some of you are lowering your averages and trying to buy it. But the reality is institutions aren't piling in. Now, some of you on YouTube, some people on YouTube will say, "Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. They're buying it." No, they're not. If they was, it'd be going up. You can't have institutions en masse buy the stock and the stock keep going down. It doesn't work like that. All right. It would be going up or at least holding. And it's not. It's constantly going down. So the only thing I can draw from this is, they don't want to put any of those ticket holders or any of those celebrities on the flights when they could do so. We could get a flight in the air and get this stock up to $5 dead easy, but we're not. We're allowing it to go down and down and down. And remember, they're getting paid in stock options. They're getting paid in the value. So if you've got let's put it simple, like Eric Kearney. Let's say this week Eric Kearney's got $5,000 in wages. All right, I'm just picking a number out of the sky. He gets $5,000 worth of stock. He's getting a lot more stock than he was getting last month. It's in their interest to drive the stock down. I came into this to be honorable and decent and value their investors, but let me tell you, it isn't. I've just reported on Terran Orbital and had to do their earnings call for them because they couldn't be bothered to even turn up. Now, we have had Scott Cohen on the show. Very complimentary to me, the show, the audience, what we're doing. However, and I am in constant contact with Rap and Scott Cohen, they have cancelled 2 earnings back to back. Just not turning up. And when he comes on my show, I will address that. I will say, how do you explain to your investors, and they are fearful and worried and concerned, they're putting all their life savings into this, that you're not even showing up twice? You have to answer that. And right now, I'm addressing Virgin Galactic investors, and just to say, this is why the stock price is going down. It shouldn't be going down. There's no reason why it's going down, but it is. And we now know, at least we should know the reason why it's going down. And I feel it's absolutely unforgivable with this. Anyway, I've got some comments coming in on Virgin Galactic. Let me read this. Raman has just put out, there is also news about other stocks because Virgin Galactic won't change much, and certainly nothing before 26. No, you're absolutely right. I've said this time and time again, Raman, the stock is going to go to sleep for 6 months. That makes sense. But at $2, the stock was asleep because that was the value of the cash. It shouldn't be at 133 because even if the stock is going to sleep, which it is, and you wouldn't want to park your money doing nothing, which would make sense, it's so cheap at 133, anyone with any nous would be buying this stock. But they're not. And they're not because nobody wants the stock to go up. No one wants to promote the stock because they're getting more of it. So I really feel for those that are constantly buying this, and it's constantly going lower and with no sign of ever coming back up again. I mean, if it goes much lower, we're going to be delisted. We're going to be over the counter. We're going to be a bucket and spade down the toilet flipping company. And the trouble is then you've got the last 3 or 4 Virgin businesses all going bust. Who would want to risk it? And, the leader in space tourism should have more respect for itself. It should be better than this. It shouldn't be allowed to get this low, but it is. And I think it's an absolute travesty. Have I got any more comments here just coming in? Raman, they're going bust, will never fly, is my opinion. See, I don't believe that. I believe there's money in the bank with Virgin Galactic, but if your stock price goes too low, the benefit is to the directors and those that are getting more and more stock. They're just loving it. I mean, they're loving it, right? They're getting paid in stock options. They're getting more and more stocks. All the retail investors are just getting pummeled. Many are giving up, selling out, which would be a shame. But the trouble is, if the stock price goes too low, then you can't raise funds. You can't dilute the stock. Now, they have said we don't feel we need to do that, but we'll always keep it on the table. Well, quite honestly, there's no way they can go to the shareholder. You can't dilute the stock at 132 when it's been like 35 or is it 50, $60. You can't do that. That would be ridiculous because you'd end up basically saying stuff it to the investors. Of course they can, and they probably will. But then your 133 will be worth 70 cents at best. That's just 2 for 1. Chances are they'll go 10 for 1. And then you're getting like 13 cents a share. Of course, your value stays the same. You get my point. But, at the end of the day, I don't know what to say to Virgin Galactic right now. It's still going down. As I'm watching, it's 132. It's continually falling. Have we got any more comments? Space is very boring without flights. It is, Zach. And here's one of our most bullish investors here, Zach say, you can't say you are happy with Eric Kearney. You cannot say you are happy with Virgin Galactic. There is no reason why whatsoever. Remember, this company's been around for many, many years now. Many, many years of delays. And that's all very well and good. But when you go this long, this is ridiculous. I never thought I'd see it. I said it was going to 110, but I really didn't want that to be the truth. Well, it looks like it is. Anyway, this was a video I just want to put out to Virgin Galactic investors on the day that I learned a bit more about this business. And for those of you who just tuned in live, I'm talking about LLAP today, Terran Orbital, where I had to do the earnings call for them because they cancelled at 10 to 3 in the morning when no one noticed. So I picked up the transcript and reported it today to the viewers, to the investors that wanted the earnings because they're just not bothered to even turn up. It seems to be the way this industry of investing works. They do not seem to care about the retail investor. I think it's a great, great shame. Anyway, I wanted to bring this news to everybody with Virgin Galactic. Click above my head, down below in the description, over here and over here for more information. As it comes available, I'll bring it out, but don't be surprised if I come on tomorrow and say it's now $1.10. Where do we go from there? I'll tell you where we go from there. We get delisted. That's where we go when it falls another 10 cents. Until next time, as always, take care of your money, yourselves, your crypto, and most importantly, take care of each other. A lot of people are really suffering right now. This is so unnecessary. Till next time, bye-bye for now. Okay. I think that technology will surpass SPCE. A new way to travel will happen. I think that's very likely. It's taking far, far too long, and it's becoming basically an option for the insiders to make money for themselves, not the investors. That could easily happen, I believe, like it did with Fisker. This is what frustrates me the most. We have someone like Zaxay who is so passionate about the company and the vision, only to be let down by the ones leading the company. Yes, it is really awful. Really, really awful. If space breaks $1, people will buy like crazy, then dump it. Be careful. I think you're right there. It'll become an absolute trash stock. People will just use it as a fruit machine. Pull the bandit, right? Make 10%, dump it. Make 10%, dump it. And nobody will want to go near it. It's horrible. I dropped space by accident long ago. I hit the sell all button. Yeah. Our biggest thoughts go out to, as you say, our biggest thoughts go out to Zach say. People that really, really care about the stock, as I do. I just recognize this and made the decision to become impartial on all of it. I've just learned too much, I'm afraid, to have the belief in these terrible people, that greedy people that don't represent anyone. Flipping investor relations. What a nonsense. Investor rubbish. Investor rubbish. Bloody relations. No relationships at all. Anyway. So, what can I say? What can I say? Right. We need to do some reviews. Is it any wonder my channel is growing so quick? Is it any wonder? People want the truth. They want something that is there for them. They want to feel part of something and to be able to build something and, feel that people are with each other. It's a very rare commodity, I think, these days. And I think that's why my channel is growing so quickly. People want to be part of something. Anyway, let's read the comment here. Sebastian, Nicola drives me crazy today. Is space breaks one? Yes, I drop space. As soon as I can drop rap, I'm going to do so. Me too, Lance. Rap, I want to see the good in people. And I really thought JD and Scott did a great job. I thought their passion was great. The product was great. The results were great. But they just keep cancelling the earnings and never facing the public. Come on live and face your investors. Tell your investors that everything is okay, or we have a few problems, but we're working on it. Don't just let them hang and piss off and don't do anything. Because people just sit around and go, well, we're being ignored. I mean, it's like, when's enough enough? Martyn the Truth Lucas. Well, I hope so. If you own space, smash the like button. If you don't own space, smash the like button. Eric B. Right, anyway. I don't know. Whatever. Awful. No need for it. No need for it at all. GNENF. GNENF. GN. That right? Gang Fen. Gang. Feng. Lithium. Hang on a minute. Not finding this. This is one of my reviews I've been asked to do. So let's try and do that again. GNENF. Over the counter. So over the counter, that's why it's, some over the counter stocks show up, but not all. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show that on Robinhood. That's a great shame. Gangfen Lithium, OTC, GNENF. Yeah, unfortunately for Stacy, GNENF. Okay, well, that is what it is. So can't do much about that, but I can do what I can. Financials. Am I watching? Was that Virgin Galactic going down again? It is, isn't it? I was hoping not. 133. Yeah, 132. It's going. Oh, flipping hell. So basically, you can buy the cash on the books for half the price. I mean, you can buy basically $10 billion for $5 billion, if you like. Put it in that context. Anyway, stock news. Trey K. Okay. Trey K. You are here. CISS. Trey K. Let me take it off the list. Trey K. Sorry. CISS. Your video is just premiered. It's just premiered just some moments ago. It's premiering. People are watching it. There is your video. I'll give it to you now. It's just gone out. If you want to share it, promote it, there's the link. Let me give it to you. Trey K. Here is your video you asked for. There it is. Should you wish to promote it, no obligation whatsoever. But if you want to do what's called a super thanks underneath it, you can. There it is. That's how it looks. And you can... I will highlight your comment, put it up and pin it to the top and everybody will see it. There is your video just gone out. All right. So there you go. It's there now. If you want to create your own Reddit channel, Facebook page, group, whatever, I'll support you and provide you all the content you need. Under the video as well in the description is the link for Invite the CEO. You are very welcome. Yeah, I've already have it playing. Thank you. I know, because I've got 2 premieres running at the same time, the live show at the same time, and the extra channel. We've got 4 broadcasts all happening at once, and this is because of you guys giving me so much work to do. So there you go. Do you feel bad? You should feel bad. There you go. All right, that's Trick K. We're just taking Trick K off the list. Cron, Don Claddy. Is Don Claddy here? Is Don Claddy here? Your video is done. Is Wadey here? Wadey, are you here? Jim Debussy, are you here? Jonathan Santos, are you here? No. Vincent Vosberg, are you here? No. Okay. Lots of reviews been done for you guys. So Cron has just gone out. So without further ado, we're going to get straight on to the next one. I'm still good with space. My other big investments, STKH, having reverse split on the April the 4th. I'll take that too. Zachzay is extremely committed. I've never known anyone so bullish on a stock. I mean, the rewards will be huge for Zachzay. He's got a huge position and he's buying lower and lower and lower. So, you know, so much hope and faith and support for Zachzay. It's ridiculous. And I really, really hope it all pays off. I really, really do. Anyway, with that being said, I need to do this. So it is GNENF. We've got no, I don't know if we've got a dividend here, have we? No, it's over the counter, so it won't be. It won't be, of course it won't be. GNENF. Ganfeng, there it is. I can see it here on the analysis chart. Wow. Big opportunity here. Wow, look at that. What a massive rise that was. Bloody hell. Right. Okay, here we go. Right. Just place wrap request, NT Discord stock news. Request, NT 10K Discord. Thank you. I will do it in a moment. I'm obviously going to have to work extra tonight. I've got 2 reviews to do and the news. Salty Biscuit. Can we add to the free list? No, I'm not adding any to the free list at the moment. The free list is too long. I can't take any free requests at the moment. Salty Biscuit. I would like to, but I can't add any free ones at the moment. Salty Biscuit. I think I've got one of your reviews here. Let me have a look. Jonathan. Salty Biscuit. That name rings a bell. I must have already given it to you. I must have given it to you the other day. Anyway. Imagine being so rich that you can dollar cost average on a stock you are down 99% and still come out on profit in 24 hours. Whoa. Okay. Gangfeng Lithium. That's what we're doing now. Gang, is that one word? Feng. It is. Mining company. Right. It's a Chinese company. I think it is. Gangfenglithium.com. All right. Yeah. Investor announcements. Let's have a little look. Let's see if we've got any breaking news. World's leading lithium eco enterprise. Okay. Final result, dividend or distribution amendment. Dividend or distribution amendment of constitution documents. That is March 28th. Trying to see if we've got any news here that would be useful. No. Company news. Let's have a look at that. 15th of March, just out. In conversation. Yeah. I like that.
The Salty Biscuit has become a member. No worries, Martin. You did my SNDL review and it played out beautifully. Thank you.
Perfect. My pleasure. Perfect. I'm glad you made money on it, and I'm glad you did well. Thank you so much for your support as a silver member as well. Appreciate that as well. Okay. That's not much news. I'm trying to find some better news than that. Look, something else. In conversation. Has achieved an impressive record. I'm just struggling to find anything I want to use for this company. It's limited information, but I want, and there's so little information on it that I really can put together for a good review. But I've been asked to do it, so I'm trying my best. I was asked to do it today, so. Struggling to get any real decent news to give an indication of where the stock might go next. But I've got some information here, and let's see if this is useful. Let's look at the history. Okay. we've got some information here. Okay. We've got a back test. I wonder if we have any GNENF. No, nothing there. Okay. I've got as much as I can. So 43 minutes. Here we go. This is for Stacey Bailey. 43. Okay. Let's have a look. I've never invested in them and have no axe to grind, and I agree with you. Believing they'll be gone by 26. Raman, I'm still in. In the end, I made a profit twice with Fisker. Exactly. Agreed, Trey K. Yes, if you can make money, it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. I mean, that's what we're investing for, is to make profit. Okay. Let's do it. Is Stacy here? I don't think so. Okay. Mining company. Time for another stock review. This time we are talking lithium mining. Indeed we are. We are talking Ganfeng Lithium. That's what we're talking about today. So we're going to go into the stock and going to give you a real honest opinion of this. Limited information here. It's not available. It's an over-the-counter stock, which means limited information, but one of my members has requested it. So I'm going to do my best and bring you the best, most honest information I can. I'm not in the stock. I only own the S&P 500. So I don't manipulate stock. I don't pump and dump anything. I'm here to help and support people with the best, most honest information and the most advanced algorithmic software to present you with the honest opinion. I'm going to give you an insolvency score. I'm going to give you the balance sheet, the inside trading, sentiment on the stock. We're also going to look at how it compares to the S&P. Oh yeah, that is it there. In blue. Can you believe it? That big rise there in blue, about the same time as everyone got excited with Tesla. Worth noting that happened there. We're going to look at the website. We're going to look at latest news, what's going on, their history, and so on and so forth. All right. So can you make money from this stock? Is there a way to make money? Well, if there is, we're going to find it. And I would imagine that will rank number one for this within a week or so. There's not that much information on it. So can you make some money? Let's go over the numbers. Let's digest it. Let's rub our chins a little bit and run our finger over the numbers and make an educated decision whether we can make some money from this stock. Now, unfortunately, as I say, it's over the counter, so I'm not able to share with you all the information that I would like. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom and give you this information first of all. It is from China. Now, nothing wrong with China. I've been to China, but it's a heavily manipulated country. The government controls everything, and you can have a lot of false information and manipulation. Of course, that happens everywhere. We've witnessed it and brought it to light on many occasions, but China is on a whole new level. So personally, I don't touch any stocks that trade in China. Just isn't worth my time. There are better stocks available, in my opinion, so I wouldn't even touch it. I don't care what it does, but we will talk about that now. Ganfeng Lithium is a CN-based company, Chinese-based company, operating in metals and mining industry. You've got things like Rio Tinto, if you want to mine, a solid company. So I'll be looking at that. But anyway, I'm going to look at it. The company is headquartered in Jinyu, Jiangxi, and currently employs, I hope I pronounced that correctly, 7,870 full-time employees. The company went IPO the 10th of August 2010, so it's been around for a while. So considering it's been around for 14 years, why is it still an over-the-counter company? You'd have thought it had done better than that, but anyway, that's where it is. It's a China-based company principally engaged in the research, development, production, and sales of deeply processed lithium products. Now, lithium is what we all need for EVs, and not just EVs, by the way. The flying cars, we need lithium in all the new computers and so on and so forth. So lithium is important, but lithium refining, as Elon Musk has pointed out, is where the money is. Not just the mining of it, but the refining of it, turning it into the useful product at the end of the day. That's where the money is. It's very difficult to do. Not everybody wants to do it. The firm's main products include lithium compounds, lithium metal, and lithium batteries. The firm's products are mainly used in electric vehicles, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. The firm distributes its products and in domestic market and overseas. Okay, $63 billion. So why is this trading over the counter? $63.9 billion US dollars. Is the value here, and it says it's got a 4.48 dividend, but yeah, I couldn't find that when I was looking at it on my dividend yield calculator. Interesting. The CEO and executive chairman, Mr. Langbin Li, I'd love to have him on the show, and you know how to do that if you'd like to have him on the show. Employees 7,870. All right, let's go and have a look further up now at the intrinsic value. As I said, I can't show it on my brokerage; it doesn't exist, but I will. I will. Do the best I can. All right, let's go first of all to the intrinsic value. Now, the intrinsic value actually looks quite reliable. There's no warnings here. $7.46. So that's the value, and it's undervalued by 56%. We value it at $7.46, undervaluation of 56%. Let's look at the current price. The current price at the moment, if you look here, is $3.29. It's a penny stock. It's a bit crazy to think it's a penny stock, isn't it, with such a market cap? Anyway, it doesn't really add up to me. Something doesn't sound right to me. But then that's what you get sometimes with a Chinese stock. GNENF, intrinsic value. I'm going to say right off the bat that if I wanted to invest in lithium, I would prefer to invest in an ETF, a basket of ETF funds. That way you're investing in the commodity of lithium, the success of lithium, not the individual success of the individual companies. We don't know who's going to end up owning this industry. Not really. So unless they've got a long history like Rio Tinto has since the early 60s, of many other things like copper and other things, then I would be investing in an ETF. I think that's a much safer way to go. Anyway, worst case scenario, 4% under overvaluation, but that's okay. The best case is 55. The base case is 55. The best case is 75%. So it does look cheap when it comes to an intrinsic value, but we know from experience, intrinsic values don't always paint an accurate picture. You have to know a bit more. Fundamental analysis, 39.9 billion is the revenue. Now, the most recent range was 39 of September 23. We haven't had a report since then, and we're dipping, and we're expecting to rise in 26. Now, what catalyst can drive this? The last catalyst was COVID, and everybody was buying Tesla, and everybody bought lithium at the same time. I don't know if that's going to repeat itself. Why would it? It's a macro condition. I don't like stocks that have major macro conditions. We've dropped off a lot recently. 7.2 billion operating income, down 45%. Net income is down 39%. And then we have this going sideways, and then we're saying in 26 it's going to shoot up. I don't know if we can honestly say that far ahead. We've just started 24. And yet in 26, everything's going to fly up. I don't know if I can believe that. From my experience of looking at Chinese stocks, we go sideways, but don't worry, in 2 years from now, we're going to fly up. I'm not sure I can really buy into that. I've seen this sort of thing before. Operating cash flow down 59%. The actual numbers are terrible, but hey, it'll be great in a couple of years from now. I don't know if I can buy into that. Anyway, 92.9 billion in assets, 44 billion in liabilities. That's okay. We've got a nice balance sheet. We're not upside down, and we've got 9.8 billion in cash. That's pretty good too. So let's have a look. We've got cash is where is our cash? There you go. 10.52, 10% in cash. That's good. What about long-term debt? Do we have any long-term debt? 15 billion. Yes, we do, out of 44 billion. So half of our liabilities is actually long-term debt. In fact, it's 34%. That's quite a bit of debt. But of course, with interest rates poised to come down, still believe they will, then that's a catalyst to drive the stock up. What about short-term debt? Short-term debt is 21 billion as well. Too much debt here. That's now 50, 30, 50, 55, 56. 56% of their balance, their liabilities is debt. Don't like it. I don't like a company with a bad balance sheet like that. When you've got half your liabilities is in debt, long-term and short-term, majority long-term, I don't like that. Now, they are not in a position either to pay off their debts. They've got 15 short-term, 25 billion in debt, and they've got 10 billion. So they can pay off half their debts, so it's okay. But it's not a good balance sheet, and we're looking at things improving, 2 years from now, and it being a Chinese company. It's not a buy from me, and over the counter, I don't like it. So let's move on down. Margins, gross margins. Now, this is what scares me as well. The margins are of, and they look a bit secular, I should say. They cycle through stages. Now, mining can do that because the commodity prices go up and down. That's what you expect from a mining company. We've seen that. When the cost of steel goes up, the company make more money. The cost of steel goes down, company make less money. It's kind of, it's like oil. Oil prices go up, oil prices go down. But we're now at 24% margin, 18% operating margin. We are making money, but the margins are on a downtrend at the moment. Now, that's quite good if you can buy it here and you think it's going to go back up again. It's like buying oil when oil's like $55 a barrel. People like buying oil at $55, $60 a barrel and selling it 80, 90. It makes sense. It's a secular commodity. It kind of works well, right? But I think the margins are a bit thin. From my experience. Anyway, scrolling down, profitability, 70%. So their profitability score is good. I mean, they are making profits. I just don't know if that's really all completely believable, if I'm completely honest. We've got everything. We've got margins falling, debts rising, revenue falling, operating income falling, and yet we've got a profitability score of 70. A lot of Chinese stocks have a very good way of doing their accounts, and it always kind of looks good when it doesn't. 70% profitability score. That profitability score, doesn't sound right in comparison to what we've just read. Just saying. Solvency score, 54%. It's a pretty good solvency score as well. That's what people look at. It appears it's doing all right. I just don't know. It's doing all right, but Wall Street say worst case scenario, it's a 33% downside, and on the average is 25%, and the maximum is 87%. So let's go on the base case, the average, 25. That's better than, of course, the S&P. Anyway, competition there. I'll give you the link for that in a moment. Let's look at sentiment. No sentiment, No news. No one's talking about it. Short interest, none whatsoever. Percentage of shorts, of shorted stock, nothing at all. Nothing showing up. So no short squeeze here. No volume anyway. So that's not going to happen. All right, let's go and look at the website a minute, and then we'll come back and see what else we've got here. But some of these figures it just doesn't feel right to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, let's go and have a look. The history of the company. It's been around like 13 years or so, isn't it? Ganfeng Lithium Group. Let me just zoom that in a little bit for you. About as big as I can get it. It's quite small text. Ganfeng Lithium Group covers a wide swath of lithium battery supply chain, from lithium resource development, refining, that's the key word I'm looking for, so they are a refiner, good, we like that, and processing, to battery manufacturing, to battery recycling. The company's products are widely used in electric vehicles, energy storage, 3C products, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. The group's lithium resources are located across the globe, and it's the only company in the lithium industry that has the commercial scale technologies to extract lithium from brine, ore, and recycled materials. Now that's an important statement to make. Across the globe, is the only company in the lithium industry that has the commercial scale technologies to extract lithium from brine, ore, which is the C, of course, ore, and recycled materials. The group's lithium compound capacity ranks third worldwide, first in China, and is the world's largest lithium metal producer. The group has complete battery manufacturing and recycling technology, providing sustainable value-added solutions to battery manufacturers and electric vehicle manufacturers. That sounds great. Remember, this is their website. This is what they're saying. Okay, great. What about some recent news? April the 2nd. So April the 2nd or the 4th of February? April the 2nd. Always confused because China will change it around like it's in Europe, and sometimes it will do it like it's in America. I don't know. Ganfeng Lithium have achieved an impressive record of 3,166,568 man-hours without lost time and accident. We're very familiar with Chinese work ethic. It's off the scale, no doubt about that. If you want to know about working hard, you go to China. The discipline and the structure is off the scale, so that's why they're talking about this. We have achieved an impressive record of 3,166,568 man-hours without lost time accidents on the Akuzai, Pozolas, Pastra Grande, Mariana, and Guam's project. In this way, Ganfeng demonstrates its strong commitment to workplace safety. The results reflect Ganfeng's lithium excellent practices for both employees and contractors. China likes to talk about these things because very often in the West they get criticized for their labor. So that's why they're strong on promoting this, and signify the effectiveness of measures Ganfeng. Oh, the bell's just going. I nearly missed it, but I didn't. I got it right there on the bell. That was close. And contractors and signify the effectiveness of the measures Ganfeng Lithium has implemented at all stages of the process, reinforcing Ganfeng's lithium position as a benchmark in the industry. This achievement makes Ganfeng Lithium an exemplary model of occupational health and safety management in lithium production, reinforcing its leadership position in the industry, and is committed to the well-being of its employees. Sounds great, but again, they're writing this themselves. Now then, this is the main website. Let me read this. World's leading lithium eco enterprise. Let's just zoom into this a moment and see what we can learn from this. As the world's leading lithium eco enterprise, Ganfeng's lithium's business segments cover from upstream lithium resources development, midstream lithium refinery and lithium metal smelting, to downstream lithium battery and manufacturing and battery recycling. Our products are widely used in EVs, energy storage systems, 3C products, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. Ganfeng's lithium resources are located in several countries and regions worldwide, and we have advanced technologies for lithium extraction from brine, lithium extraction from ore, lithium recycling. I like that part. Our production capacity of lithium compounds and lithium metals is among the highest in the world. Ganfeng also has the capacity to manufacture and recycle batteries, providing EVs, battery and electronics OEMs with raw material supply, battery customization, and recycling solutions. And we'll just have a little look at the demonstration there. What we've got here, let's just zoom into this as clear as we can. I think that's as much. Yes, it is. Raw materials, so brine, clay, recycled materials, then goes into chemicals and metal, carbonate, hydroxide, fluoride specialities, battery production, power battery, 3C, digital battery, lithium, polymer, small battery, solid state, and energy storage system. Our customers' products, EV, cars, electronics, and so on and so forth. And then back to battery recycling again. I like all of that. I like this, what this business is alluding to be doing. I'm just not convinced by the numbers. The numbers just don't look right to me. But there's just something about it. But anyway, that all looks good. How does it compare to the S&P? Well, this is what concerns me. This is what concerns me. But you might say I've got an answer for this. Let's go and look at this just for the moment. What you see here is in 2020, we see a massive spike here and then fall away. And I'm going to do something now, which I've not done before on a review. I'm going to go right back up here to my software and I'm going to load in Tesla. TSLA, load it in, option 3. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to do it. And the reason for this is it looks like a Tesla chart. Yep, I wasn't wrong, was I? There you go. Little bit of experience there. When you do it enough, you start to see these patterns. If we look at the S&P 500 in red, this is the S&P. Look what Ganfeng did. It rose literally identical to Tesla. Tesla's in yellow. A smaller version of it, but it fell away. Now Tesla started to rise again, and Ganfeng is falling away. Now, what does that tell me? That makes me look at that chart and think to myself, all right, Elon Musk was getting all the attention. During COVID, everyone was at home buying Tesla. We all know that. We all rode that wave, all right? Tesla went up and up and up and up, really great, and kept on going, and now it's been falling away. But it's starting to stabilize now, right? Whereas Ganfeng has fallen and continued to fall. So what happened here was we had a macro condition. We had Ganfeng starting to rise because Tesla was rising. And when Tesla started to fall down, understandably, lithium started to fall pretty much at the same sort of time, right? Makes kind of sense, right? People are falling out of love of EVs for a while. Maybe it's not going to be what we thought it was. But then Tesla, as it's a great company, has started to bounce back and hold and stabilize, whereas lithium has continued to fall away. And now we're back where we were in 2020. We're back, in fact, we're lower than where we were in 2020. Isn't that interesting? So I find these figures a little bit hard to swallow, because if things were so great, why would you have we've got a 70% profitability score, and yet the chart is back lower than it was originally. We've got no short interest, so it doesn't appear that anyone is shorting the stock. We identified that earlier. So it's not a heavily shorted stock. Solvency score, 54. There's something about this that doesn't feel right to me. When I've done, you do hundreds of these, you look at it and think, well, if you manipulate the figures enough, you can make something look more attractive than it really is. But I don't think it is. I don't think it's really undervalued. So let me give it my final thoughts. I can't show it on Robinhood. It doesn't exist. Now, I'm going to finalize it here. From my experience of doing this for 3 years, Chinese stocks are on a whole new level of manipulation. Whole new level. No question about the work ethic from the people. People are great. But the government is terrible. The manipulation is terrible. The numbers are terrible. Figures never make any sense. It looks like a macro condition stock, so it popped up on the back of Tesla, sold off, but it's continued to sell off. It's not held its ground like Tesla, so that tells me something's not quite right. You look at it, and the intrinsic value would suggest it's cheap and undervalued, but I don't think it is. After all this time, it's still it's still only $3 a share. Something about this stock doesn't make sense. There's hardly any news on it. No one's talking about it. There's no sentiment around it. I'm going to say that this is not a buy for me. I would, if you like lithium refining, I would be much more confident in buying a ETF, a basket of funds of lithium refining, not this. Something about these numbers don't add up. Anyway, that's my opinion. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. The extra channel runs here as well. Underneath here, we go live 12 hours a day. And over here, we've got all the reviews. You might want to go and check out more reviews that might come up. What do you think? Do you like this one? Are you buying it? For me, I'm going to give it no. Something about this just feels not right. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. I will continue to watch this over the coming months and see where we end up. Till next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay. Stacy, yeah, I'm with you. Trying to find a good lithium stock. I'm right with you. We've got some suggestions here. We've got some good ETFs for lithium. That's the way forward. You don't have to keep going. It's on my poop list. I heard enough to make me say, yeah, no thanks. I appreciate the review. Just trying to find a good lithium stock option. Well, I've got to cover it all because the video will go out and I have to complete it. Just out of curiosity, what is your profession, Raman? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the comments. Okay. That will go out later. Now we've got Levi's earnings tomorrow as well. So now we've got Kevin B. Let's have a look at this one. Alt. This is, so we're now an hour and 10. 1:15, I'll put that. AULT. AULT, what's this? Alt Alliance. Okay. AULT. Alt Alliance. AULT. Alt Alliance. 36 cents. Oh, we like the penny stocks again. And Data Center. Defense, aerospace. Okay. We like this type of stock. We like this type of thing. Let's see if we can give this a buy today. So let's have a look. AULT, Alt Alliance. Loading this one up. AULT, Alt Alliance, 100%, and VU. How do you do? Analyze. Oh God, that's about as bad as it gets. Okay. Hell. All right. Okay. It doesn't get much worse than that, does it? Okay. Oh, we can see a few things standing straight out to me. Yeah, can see a few things here bouncing out straight away. AULT Alliance. Alt Alliance. Where's this from? This is from Nevada.
Martyn, can you please review the me stock when you can? Thank you so much. Clinking glasses, 23andMe.
23andMe. Okay, Martyn, can you please review ME? Let me write it down then. Just one moment. Just one moment. I need 23andMe. I've got it. That's interesting. Yes, of course I can. Sorry I couldn't do it for free. I just cannot get round to those. So where are you? $5. So you appear. You appear just there. Okay. No more reviews now, please. No more reviews. I can't take any more. Even paid ones. 23. I can't take any more until I've done what I've already got. People can't wait this long. So. Okay, that's on the list. Thank you very much indeed. You're very welcome. Right. I like this sort of company. This is very exciting. Right. Let's see what we have. BitNile investor. That's last year. Oh, that's a long time ago. Reports, corporate governance, press releases. Announces a final distribution. That's good news. Okay, we like that. That's good news. Diverse holding company pursuing growth by acquiring undervalued businesses and disruptive technologies with a global impact. I see. Just putting it together. Right. Right. Okay. I've got a bit of information about what this is all about. Let's scroll down here. Undervalued. Whoa. Okay. I can see why you like it. I can see why you like this. You know why? Who was it requested this? Was it Kevin B, wasn't it? Yeah, I can see exactly why you requested this. Right. Right. Okay. I can see why. You'll find out in a minute. Starting to recognize a pattern with you now, Kevin B. I love doing statistics and numbers. Right. I'm going to make this now. As I'm doing this, just going to upload on the video to Rumble. So I do two things at once. I just put out the canoe news. Okay. So now I want to just bear with me a second. So go for cron review. There you go. Right, I'm just about to do my next one. Let me delete my Gove review a moment. Gove news. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay. Just about to start. Just give me a couple of seconds, please. Cron review. Okay. Let me load that in. If you just tuned in, I'm just preparing my next review. I'm just clicking while I'm working. I like to keep things working all at once. So I'm just uploading a video now, a cron review to Rumble as I'm working on this at the same time. There we go, done. And after this, I'm going to be preparing for the earnings tomorrow for Levi Jeans. Okay. That looks all good to go. Now then, I can see why you wanted me to cover this. Kevin B, let's get into it. Have you gotten, Martin, have you gotten a haircut? No, I get a haircut every 2 weeks. I do it myself every 2 weeks. I just shave my head every 2 weeks. So it always looks the same. By about Friday, you'll start seeing a little bit of hair. And then come Saturday, I grade half, which is 5 millimeters all over. Do that every 2 weeks. Right. Have you had a haircut? All right. Love the questions. Brilliant. All right. We are good to go. So 115, it's 130, isn't it now? 125. Alt. So here we go. Who was it yesterday you told me that you could do Robinhood yearly for the gold membership, not just monthly? Whoever that was, you're absolutely right. I don't know how to change though from monthly to, you'd have to cancel it, and if I cancel, I'll have to pay back my benefits I've had. So I've emailed Robinhood, waiting for a reply. I want to change it to yearly because I can save myself $10 a year. Why not? Why not save $10 a year? That's $10 in my pocket rather than Robinhood. I think I need it more than Vlad Tenev does, just saying. So top tip, whoever it was who gave me that suggestion or that information. You're absolutely right. So here we go. Time for another stock review. This time we're talking Alt Alliance, AULT. This one is all about money. It's all about, well, everything. Why? Because it's a company, a diversified holding company that pursues the growth of acquiring undervalued businesses. It likes a lot of AI as well, just so you know. So let's bring in our little robot. So we're not just making money, we're buying undervalued businesses. And if you ever remember the film Pretty Woman, do you remember Pretty Woman? Do you remember, what was his name? Who was the star of Richard Gere? Remember him? Well, he was basically Alt Alliance, a business that likes to buy small undervalued businesses, break them all apart and make businesses from them. That's essentially what this company is. It's a diverse holding company that pursues growth by acquiring undervalued businesses and disruptive technologies with a global impact. So AI, all this stuff, EV technology, anything really that they can feel that's undervalued, come in and provide capital. That's essentially what this is. So let's, we've never done a stock like this before. You might not like this. You might prefer just to buy the companies themselves rather than a company that buys smaller companies. It's kind of like cutting the middleman out. Anyway, let's discover whether this can make money for you or not as an investor. So without further ado, if you like this video, tap the like button and click subscribe. It will be real and honest. No one pays me to do this. We can also have the CEO of the company on, and I'll give you a chance in a minute to how you can do that. And also, as I'm making this, it's being made live. Someone is requesting, Sebastian is saying, hey, how do I become a member? Here is the link in the chat. That's how you can become a member right there. If you are on a mobile, an iPhone, you need to select a browser and select desktop version. Otherwise, it will work on all devices. All right, without further ado then, let's get into this. Can you make money from this company? We'll have a quick look first of all. I don't normally do it this way around, but we'll have a look at it at the website first of all. I do this normally the other way around, but this is how it looks. As you can see, shaping the future through investing in innovation. Basically, they're looking at new ideas where they can come in, Bitcoin mining, data centers. Just see my little robot marching down through there. Gives you an idea of what the company are about, all right? So all kind of disruptive, innovative technologies. That's what they're about. So anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now it is, as far as I'm concerned, a scalp stock trade. It is a stock, and if you ever wanted any doubt about that, look at this. And when I show you how much short interest it is, it's going to make your eyes water. Yes, indeed. So are you ready? John Burnett.
John Burnett has become a member.
Has just become a member. Let me put a note in here to edit the video here, because I'm being asked, how do I send photos? Okay, let me just put a pause here. I'll edit the video at this. So edit at John member. Okay, so I'll edit there. How do I send photos? Stacey Bailey, right? What you do, as you are a member of the channel, you have access to Discord. So just before I give you that link, John Burnett, you now need to watch this video. How and why and all the benefits of being a member. There are many, many perks and benefits you get as a member. There is the how and the why video. Watch that all the way through. It will tell you how to get on the Discord, the birthday surprises, the cash giveaways. I will reply to all your comments. You can have a poll, live questions. In members days, you can request earnings, request reviews. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, too many things to explain. That's why we have the video. So Stacey, you wanted to know how to do this. Now that was part of that video. You too need to watch that video. How you send pictures is through Discord. So this is how you get to Discord. It's explained much better in that video, but just quickly for you, there is the link. I'll do this again. There is the link to Discord. Okay. You click on that link. It will take 10 minutes to get through security. 10 minutes to get through security because we don't want bots and scammers and stuff like that. Once you've clicked on that link, got onto Discord, waited 10 minutes, you got to verify your email and do all that good stuff. Once you've done all that, send me a friend request. And make sure that you send it to me. As I've put in the chat, that's how to spell my name. There are people on there who have Martyn Lucas with a dot, Martyn Lucas with a Z, 2 S's, 2 T's, God knows what else. They are scammers. They're not me. They're trying to manipulate you. Please do not fall for that. So I don't message anyone and I don't friend request anyone. You have to do it. So send me a friend request when you are on the server and then put your Discord username in the live chat. So I know it's you because I know you're a member, you've got the membership badge and so on. Or if the show has finished, comment below any video and I'll know it's you because you've got your badge, and give me your username. So then I know it's you. I can then accept your friend request, upgrade your account. You'll then see everything. You can send pictures in. You can message me. You can put them on the channels, in the relevant channels. We've got different channels for different things. Okay, that's how it works. So, all right, that would be absolutely great. And then you can be a researcher, send in stuff, send in links, because you can't send links into YouTube chat. All right. Now, all of that information will be very useful as well to John Burnett as well. Right. Let me carry on. Martyn, if you could put on glasses, you'll look like Drew Pritchard. I'm not putting any glasses on, not on a normal trading day, because YouTubers do that and try to act silly and stuff like that. It's not what I do. I will have a laugh and mess around, but I don't behave like a YouTuber. I behave like an entertainer. Of course, I'm an entertainer, but I'm not going to put costumes on, wigs and glasses. I've always had a thing about that. I'll tell you a very quick story. When I went onto the cruise ships, I've been all over the world on all the cruise lines, and it's just after I won the World Piano Man title with Sir Elton John, all right? So, I play, I sing, and I put on a proper show. And I went into a few cruise liners, and I was in the piano bar, and the people in the piano bar got the captains of the ship, wherever I played, to perform in the main theatre as a main show. I was always being asked to do it because I like putting on a proper show. And they like the piano bar players to do quizzes and stuff like that. I said, no, I'm not doing any of that. If you had Barry Manilow, Elton John, Billy Joel, Lionel Richie on the show, on your ship right now, would they be doing trivia quizzes, guess the song? No, they'd be singing and playing songs. Well, that's what I do. That's what I'm here to do. If you don't want that, I'll get off right now. I'm not interested. Oh, well, the last piano player did it. I said, good for him. Good for him. But I'm not doing that. That's not what I do, right? I'm better than that. And they provided wigs and hats to put on. So are you having a laugh? I'm not going to sit and do that. Play out like 3 seconds of a song and guess what it is. You can get anyone to do that. I said, I'm not doing it. So I've always had a thing about dressing up comically, putting on glasses and wigs. I'm just not interested in that. That isn't me. So I'm afraid you're not going to get me in glasses and wigs. It's not what I do. Anyway, enough said, right? Okay. Okay, let's move on. So back to Alt Alliance. So I put an edit there just as I was introducing, helping out Stacey and John as a new member. Hello, how are you? I'm very well indeed. Our friend there from, is it Taiwan, isn't it? I believe it's Taiwan. Lovely to have you here. Welcome to the show. Right, let's carry on. So let's look further into the stock now. As you can see, the stock is very much a scalp trading stock. It is. No question about it. Look at that chart. It opened up here back in 2000. So it's had plenty of time. So it's had 4 years. It popped up during COVID. So that looks like a perfect, literally a perfect play for COVID, a macro condition situation there. Whoever started this company started it with the very purpose of cashing in on people's desire to invest, buying everything, and the stock went up like crazy and straight back down. And now it is simply a gambler's stock. I would never touch a stock like this at all. I will tell you right off the bat, I wouldn't ever touch a stock like this. Let's have a look at it. Alt Alliance owns and manages a data center and provides mission-critical products for the defense and aerospace, industrial, automotive, telecommunications, medical, and biopharma, and textile industries. Well, obviously, it's involved in everything. It's basically acquiring businesses. It operates with the following segments: GWW, Turn on Green, Alt Alliance, cryptocurrency, real estate, it's basically everything. All right, it's basically holding and investing in everything. It sounds to me like I'm buying shares in a stockbroker trader, like a scalp trader. I'm buying shares in MSK, an investor, a trader. That's what I'm doing here, rather than a company itself. GWW segment offers defense solutions. The turn on green segment includes commercial electronic solutions. The Alt Alliance segment is involved in commercial lending, activist investing, media, and digital learning. The cryptocurrency segment includes crypto mining operations. The real estate segment consists of hotel oh my gosh, way too many things to be focused. It's basically investing in any company that's on its arse. Look, it's obvious. It's obvious. It's a company that's acquiring broken companies, popping it, dumping it, popping it, dumping it. It's basically you are investing in scalp traders. That's essentially what this is. This is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way we've got a stock worth $65,000 and now it's worth 36 cents. Don't play this. This is literally a one-armed bandit machine in your house. Ridiculous. And I talk about getting the CEOs on the show. I don't want this. I don't want this CEO on the show. That sounds a bit horrible, doesn't it? William B. Horn is probably a nice chap, but I don't believe in this style of company at all. This is you are investing in a scalp trading business. Ridiculous. Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, there it is. It's kind of obvious. We're based in Las Vegas. Well, yeah, you absolutely are. Founded in 1969. So the company's been around for a while. Founded in 1969, but went public just a couple of years ago to raise money for itself, and then boom, crash, boom, crash. It's absolutely bonkers. It's been around for years, and yet it's behaving like it started 5 minutes ago. This is what this appears to be. A gamble stock out of Las Vegas. Margin maintenance is 100%. It's as risky as it is. Average volume, no volume at all. 3 million, 1 million today. No dividend yield. Price to earnings, we've got no level. I mean, look at it. After all those years, 1969, and it's got no price to earnings ratio. Market cap of 10 million. 10 million. It's been around since 1969. And it's a publicly traded company with no value whatsoever. This is literally a one-armed bandit machine in your house. Don't touch this. This is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. The earnings is going up, though. However, it appears that it's doing well. So, okay, we're getting some growth in the earnings. Who else is? Oh dear. Who else is buying the stock? Mullen Investors, the scam stock of the century. Dave Mitchery taking many businesses bust on purpose, about 6 on purpose. Don't get involved with any company that has anything to do investors like Mullen. This is a scalp trading stock. I don't know about this one. I'm not sure about this one. Not sure. SNDL is okay. It's a cannabis company, and I don't know about Exceller, but anything with Mullen attached to it, you don't want anything to do with it. I'm amazed that Mullen is still going. Beyond words. Anyway, let's move on and look at the website. This is the website. I think we look at this a moment ago. It's basically putting some flashy images on things that look good: AI, Bitcoin, oil, data centers. It's attractive. Look, biopharmaceuticals, Top Gun. we've got, of course, our big semi trucks as well. Looks great. It draws you in. It makes you think.
Sebastian van Winsberg has become a member.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll come back to you in a moment when I finish this review. It looks good. Look at this. We've just got some information here. I want to read this to you. Sun Alliance announces its Montana Bitcoin mining site will be operational and mining by the end of March 2024. Now then, Bitcoin mining. There's an interesting thing here. I've looked at a lot of mining businesses. They don't always do too well. Remember the hash rate. It's getting harder and harder and harder to produce Bitcoin. I would be only interested in investing in a Bitcoin mining farm that I'd just rather buy the Bitcoin, but Bitcoin mining farm that has quantum technology. Now, what I mean by this is very few, if any, people at the moment have access to quantum technology. Quantum computers, when they become available, can do what the most powerful computers can do in years. They can do in seconds. Whoever owns the mining, Bitcoin mining, or any crypto mining farm of the future with quantum technology will be overnight the leader. They will solve every equation for every Bitcoin and will be done. All the 22 million will all be done in minutes. Because at the moment, it's scheduled to be about another 100 years to get all the Bitcoin mined. However, whoever brings out the quantum computers of the future to do the mining will do all the mining in seconds. It'll all be done. So I'm not really an investor in in Bitcoin mining. This company sounds like it's into everything, quite frankly. So I'm not sure this is anything. In fact, I don't even want to report on this news because a company that seems to be the way this trades into everything. I don't even want to draw attention to this stock. In fact, I hope I don't even rank for this. I don't want any of my reviews to be something I can't stand behind, or whatever. I mean, I'm prepared to review anything, but when something just doesn't feel right, I like to express it. So I'm not even going to cover the news on this, but I am going to go over to the numbers. So let's look at the numbers right now. Without further ado, let's go and look at the numbers. So can you make money on this stock? I guess that's what you're interested in. Let me go over to it now and let's have a little look. All right. Let's have a look. The intrinsic value. Now, I've been doing this a long time now. Starting to see some patterns here. Intrinsic valuations are very, very useful, but people are manipulating them with their reporting. And our technology can only work from the figures that were presented. So if you give us the figures and it produces an undervaluation and makes it look great, that's not because our system is manipulative. It's because the figures that we're getting perhaps are manipulative. It's saying it's undervalued by 100%. Now, we've recently had the same thing with Fisker. Fisker was undervalued by 100%. And when we say 100%, it can only go up to 100%. It can't say 1,000%. So really, we're at 10,000%. Right? It can't say it, but it's important to know when we give these ridiculous undervaluations, which makes it seem cheap, you have to remember the intrinsic valuation here is unreliable because it's based only on multiples and doesn't use DCF valuation. Important. So a company can report figures and give us numbers that makes it look undervalued, but in fact it's not. So just bear that in mind. And if it was worth $114, just like we saw, I think it was Fisker was at $300, and we're now at what, 10 cents or whatever we're running at and potentially going bankrupt. You have to remember, intrinsic values are really useful when we have all the numbers, but people use it to manipulate the stock. Yeah, exactly. Kevin B is reporting that now. Exactly. Look, it's a good learning lesson, Fisker intrinsic value. Yes, it is. And that's exactly the point, and that's why we do these reviews, because we break down all the facts and bring it to you, and people will look at this and think it's undervalued, it's cheap, I'm buying it. They'll end up buying it, end up losing all their money. We don't like losing money on this show, all right? And Kevin B has just said they actually own a good chunk of Mullen. A CEO that has purposely taken at least 5 companies bankrupt on purpose. And they own a piece of it. Need we carry on? we will carry on because that's my job, right? Financials. It's down 1% on the most recent range. There we go. We had this massive rally after 2020. Everybody thought this was great. This company's going to buy everything that was undervalued, and now the earnings is down. We don't have any recent earnings, and we're expecting. When are we expecting the earnings? I'll cover this, of course, if anybody wants it. May 20th. And it's looking like the earnings is moving up dramatically, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. But anyway, operating income is down 22%. Net income is down 6%. I mean, there's the net income falling off a cliff. All right. Financing cash flow, that's not really important here. Investing cash flow is it's a positive figure because they're investing now negative 21%, so they're investing less. Operating cash flow is negative 53%. All right, let's look at the balance sheet. 378 million in assets. 288 million is in liabilities. Long-term debt is 30 million. So again, this is one of those companies where it kind of looks okay because you go, well, it's only got 30 million of debt. 30 million equates to, what does that equate to? 10%. You think, well, that's all right. You know, we can buy that. 10% is doable. We can live with 10% long-term debt. But what about the assets? Do they have any cash? I bet they do. 11 million, yes. 11 million in cash, which equates to cash is 3% of their balance sheet. They've got cash. So the balance sheet is a mixed bag. They are on the right side of it. It's not an upside down balance sheet. We've not got more liabilities than assets. However, we've got some long-term debt and not much cash. It's not really. It's not a balance sheet that jumps out and says anything exciting. But it's not awful either. It looks a bit manipulated, if I'm honest. Anyway, let's carry on. Operating margins. Well, apart from the gross margin, everything else is negative. It doesn't make any money at all. What's the profitability score? There it is, nothing. 27%. Now, remember, this company's been around since 1969. It went public to raise money, and it's still profitability. A profitability score of 27%. So rubbish, you know. Been around since 1969, profitability score of 27. Solvency score, it makes it look like it's, you know, it makes it look like it's not going anywhere, but it may not be going anywhere. It's like a one-armed bandit. You know, it's just going to sit there and you're going to keep ringing the till. You're going to put money in, you're going to gamble, you're going to get a bit out. It's going to keep doing that over and over again. I don't know. This is not an investment. This is just a scalp trade, a gamble. It's not for me. The fact it's based out of Las Vegas, it tells you everything you want to know. Insiders, look at this. This is manipulation. What have we got here? Over the last 12 months, insiders have bought 4 million and sold 600 US dollars. They've sold $600 worth of shares, but they bought 4 million. Okay. The last transaction was March the 19th, 2024. The chairman who bought 0. The last transaction was in March the 19th, and the executive chairman bought 0. Okay. The accountancy and the numbers here doesn't really make sense. This looks to me like trying to make you want to buy this stock, trying to make you feel that this sounds good. The insiders are buying. Insiders bought 4 million and sold $600. Do you know what I mean? It's I don't know. Does that sound right to you? We sold 600 on November the 1st, 2023. We sold 600. When did we buy? When was the buying done? The buying was done a year ago. Okay, a year ago. What does that tell us? 1.2 million. Is it a publicity stunt? I don't know. This doesn't look right to me. Now then, here's the biggest news of all. You want the biggest news? Look at this. 50% short interest. That's the highest I've seen. Apart from GameStop, 100%, the biggest short in history. 50.69. It's all short interest. I mean, everyone's banking on the stock going down, but yet the insiders are buying the stock. Come on. Something about this is something isn't right here. We've got insiders buying, selling $600 worth of stock. What's all that about? And yet we've got 50% short interest. Are we trying to drive this stock down with our own inside trading to try to then manipulate the stock, promote it, make it look good? I'm looking at the overall pattern of this. So let's wrap this up. No one's talking about it. No one's reporting on it. There's no sentiment. There's no actual news. This is our algorithm, our algorithmic software, our AI technology will pick up if anyone is talking about this stock. If the news is covering it, if we've got any news, positive or negative, nothing. No one's talking about it. No one's reporting on it. No sentiment, yet there's 50% short interest. And then when we look at the website, it looks like all rock and roll. We've got a Nikola style truck, a lot of manipulation there. We've got AI, gold, we've got AI, look, Bitcoin. We've got data centers. Remember, this is stock footage. This isn't their real business. Stock footage. This reminds me of Top Gun. Now, Top Gun was the film of the year last year. Everyone was talking about it. This, to me, looks like a website designed to attract scalp traders to get in on the gamble, based out of Las Vegas. 50% short interest, which is absolutely off the charts. And yet, 50% of short interest, and yet insiders are buying the stock. Everything about this smells not very good. This doesn't look good to me. The stock now is currently, I'm going to wrap this up, that the stock is now currently at 36 cents when it used to be, was it a few $1,000s? What was it? 49,000. Now, let's be absolutely clear. The stock was never $49,000. You're going to go, well, yes, it was. You just showed it. No. What they've done is they've had multiple reverse splits. Let me go back to there. Look, 49,000. They have had many reverse splits. So what that means is the price then gets recalibrated. So we're now at 36 cents. So in the new money, we're at $49,000. We were never at $49,000. The only people that do that very well are the Chinese. This is an American-based company, all right? So we can't be doing figures like that. But what we have got is, look at that. We've got up and down like a yo-yo. This is what it appears to be. A stock designed to attract people to buy in, to get everybody to buy in, make it look sexy and rock and roll using the website. Massive amounts, record-breaking short interest, approaching the GameStop saga, hoping that we can make money that way. Insiders looking like they're buying the stock where it's not really. Selling $600 worth of stock doesn't even balance out. The balance sheet doesn't look that impressive. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. This is not investing. This is ridiculous. I've never done a stock where I've said I don't want the CEO on the show. I don't want to give any credence to this whatsoever. So click above my head for all the links. Down below in the description. Over here, I'll put more reviews and more information about the stocks that we've reviewed. But this is absolutely 100% not a stock to buy. Absolutely. If you want to ring the machine and ding, 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 and try and gamble on it, then be my guest. But I wouldn't touch this with a barge pole. Remember, 95% of day traders lose money, and long-term investing always pays off. And there's nothing wrong with taking some scalp trades off a basically well-run company. But this looks like what it's supposed to be. This is, it's got share. It owns Mullen, for God's sake. There we go. Need I say more? Until next time, as always, that was quite a dramatic review, wasn't it? Take care of yourselves and each other. All right, okay. Stacey Bailey, Lazy Loppin is my Discord. Okay, Stacey. Right, let me go over now to Discord. Have you sent me a friend request? Stacey Bailey, you have sent me a friend request. Fantastic. I'm going to share with everybody what I'm doing. This is how it works. So if you want to do the same thing, this is how it works. Stacey Bailey, I'm going to click on you. Are you on the channel? First thing I do is copy your username, go to the members, search for you on the server to see if you've been. Yes, you have. You've been verified. You are there. You are real. You're in. I can now join. I can now give you a role of YouTube member. That will be there as long as you are a YouTube member. There you go. You are now a YouTube member. You can now see everything. Stacey Bailey, let me check your nickname as well. So you're the same as you are on YouTube. So we can, yes, Stacey Bailey, you are. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you watching the video. I know you've watched the video when these things happen. And lastly, I can accept your friend request now because you are a member. We know who you are, and accept that. And the last thing to do is you can now send me a message. Don't accept any friend requests from anybody else. And we can go all done. There you go, all done. Now, Stacey, you can now send messages. I can close that down now. We've done that. But what you can do now is you can access all of the members' channels. Ed Nevis's Tips is one of our most popular channels. Ed, a lot of scalp trading, a lot of news and information, a lot of training that Ed has paid for, provides it for free. Wadey is over there. Is Wadey in the channel today? I've been shouting out for Wadey the last couple of days. I'm hoping to catch Wadey if you are here. No, he's not. I hope Wadey will come in. I want to talk to him. You can now... the merchandise channel, this is where you bought your merchandise. We saw it appear here. The competitions, links for YouTube is where you add links so I can do reviews and news for you and stuff like that. But there you go. General chit chat. Please keep everything on topic so you know it's in the right places. All right, there we go. You are all upgraded and done. Right. The footage on the jet is from a video game, is it? Thank you, Trey K. Stacey, Martin will have to get you in. I can't do it, sorry. Yes, it's all done. I think I sent the request like 4 times. I didn't know if it sent. It's lopping, like lopping without the G. What did I just say? Lopping. Okay. Without the G. My horse's name. Just wanted to share my email. Okay, there you go. All right. Now you can send pictures in. You were saying you want to send pictures and all the rest of it. 552-week high. Kevin B. All right. What is that? What are you referring to, Kevin? All right, I'm going to wrap up now. The S&P is making its way back up again, which is nice. Excellent. Guess what just shipped? There you go. There we go. Stacey Bailey has just shared with us all. It's on the way. Yes, it is. What is it? The leggings, the top, and all the rest of it. We can't wait for that. We'd love to have some pictures from our ladies sent in that we can share to model the Martyn Lucas swag. That would be absolutely great. Not lop. Is that what I said? I said lop. Did I say lop? Lope, like loping, not lop. Oh, loping. It's loping. Right, not lopping. Okay, it's loping. Loping. Got it. I've been told now. Hope I get that right. Hope I remember that. Flipping heck. Get myself into trouble. Anyway, there you go. All right, fan-flipping-tastic. We are done. We can wrap up. Now, I've got to get together now and sort out my Levi for tomorrow. Okay, so I think we're all done. Everyone's been upgraded so far. I did get somebody else that contacted me that hasn't come into the live stream, so I've not been able to do that. Ed Nevius, I thought you wanted to call in today. I don't know if you, whatever, but you're able to if you want to. Let me wrap up then. Do you have time to verify the ASTI earnings call? ASTI, yeah, let me have a look then. Right. Now then, I have received a personal email from, I don't know what to say. I've been asked not to share some information, so I'm not going to be able to share personal information. But I think there's some issues at ASTI. That's all I can say. That's all I know. But let me see if I can find some information that you were just asking for. I think there are some issues. Ascent. Solar Technologies. Let me have a look. There are some issues, I think. I'm also able to contact them, but they have cancelled on me twice now, so we shall see. But right. So I'm looking at some internal information here, Shia, and there is no confirmed date. There is no confirmed date for their earnings. So there is none. I can't say fairer than that. There's no point in me making something up or wishful thinking or projecting or whatever. There is no It's expected May 13th, but there is no date. I mean, we have at least a month anyway because it would be advertised, and there isn't anything internally on their internal investor relations information either. So if anyone's, forecasting or or predicting a date, it's not on their own internal system. So the best I can do is I did finally reply back again to Paul Worley and their secretary with regard to the interview, and I can ask them for you if you like and see if we can find out when the earnings is. But at the moment, they've cancelled twice, so they seem a little bit. There seems to be some issues there. That's the best thing I can really say, I'm afraid. I think we finally have. Marek's in. I'm going to help one of our friends here. Marek, my Discord username, Marek Z. Okay. That's correct. That is correct. Marek Z. That is you. Marek's, yes? Okay. Here we go. Let's see if you're on the server so I can add you. Let me see if I can add you. Low pin. I got to remember that, right? Got to remember that now. Roles, member. YouTube member. Right, look. This is you, all done. Marek Z. Z Marek's. There you go. See that, look? I've now made you a YouTube member. As long as you're a member here, that will apply. Okay, and now I'm going to give you a nickname. What nickname do we need to do? Marek Z. I need the same name as you are on YouTube. The reason for that is for integrity, so everyone knows who you are. Okay, there's your real name, just like my real name. Okay, that's good. And I can now accept your friend request. There you go. And you are all done. All I've got to do now is go all done. Did you watch the video? I'm presuming you did because you've done it as the video suggested. Right, all done. I can now delete that and you are in. Great. For my OCD, it's great because I hate having it left not done. Marek's, you are all done. Welcome to the family. You can now use all the channels. Right. Links for YouTube. I've really got to go. I'm massively over time. Trey K would like me to Lunar NASA LTV announcement tomorrow. Details in stock news. Stock news. You just sent me a few things here. What is this? Oh, that's a YouTube channel. I can't play that. I'll do that privately. Maybe I can. I've run out of time now. I think we're going to leave it there. Okay, I think we're going to leave it there. Otherwise, I'll be here all night, and I've still got to do the Levi jeans thing. I posted this morning, Martin. Scroll up. I've just seen it. I will try and cover that news again tomorrow. I have to finish now, though. I've got to put out Stacey Bailey's video. I've got to put out Kevin B's video. I've got to put out the Levi Strauss earnings. We're covering Levi's earnings tomorrow. So I've got all that to do before I finish tonight. So what we're going to do is wrap up the show and send everybody to the 12-hour stream. And then I'll be able to let you know when these videos post. All right? Is that good? Everybody happy with that? But I'm going to have a break now. I'm a bit tired. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to end this video, send you over to the 12-hour stream, and then I'm going to get to work, edit these last videos down. Keep the conversation going, keep supporting each other, and any breaking news, you'll be the first to hear about it, and all the rest of it. Let me give you the extra channel. Marex, great. I'm glad you're all sorted. Have a break. Yes, I'm going to have a break. 12-hour days. Okay. Cron, we've just done that. I'm growing really quickly at the moment on Rumble as well. We're just coming up to 1,000 followers, so I want to thank everybody over there as well. Right, that's it for me. Come and join me now in the 12-hour stream. I'm going to put these videos out, take a short break, take my tie off, relax a little bit, and get ready for the Levi earnings. And I've got some upgrades tonight. Got another camera just turned up. Bit of work to do in the studio, so come and join me. All right, that's it from me. Thank you ever so much indeed, and appreciate you all. Love you all to bits. I can't believe how fast we're growing. Let's have a look and let's see our subscribers today. Look, 21,056. We were at 21,000 last night. It's incredible. Already we're 21,56. So anyway, that's it from me. Ed Nevius, I thought you were going to call in. Try again tomorrow, Ed. I'm always here for you. All right, that's it. I'll see you over there in the 12-hour stream. Until next time, as always, come and join me. Take care of yourselves, your money, your crypto, and most importantly, take care of each other. Bye-bye for now.